Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Just for himself.
Braka! It's the Munfu podcast. Money up, no funny up podcast. Money up, zero funny up podcast. How dare you be funny if your money is not right podcast. You feel me?
You definitely can't even laugh until you got your cash, you know what I mean?
You definitely can't find it funny if you ain't got no money. You feel me? So off top, man, off tickety. You were saying just a second ago before we restart.
I was saying that this is how we'll start. This is how we'll start. 360, this is how I started my video. 365 days ago. Let's talk about the Munfu. Let's not even get into Killshot yet. Let's talk about the Munfu podcast. Because this is around the time we started, correct?
August 13th of 2018 is when the Munfu podcast was born. You heard?
So August. So around this time, right?
Literally over 1 year and 1 month as of 2 days ago.
Bruh, that, first of all, round of applause for just doing this for a year, because I definitely didn't think it was going to last 2 weeks. When we first started, I was just definitely like, yo, I don't know if we're just too rugged or we're just too raw to do this. I don't know if we're going to end up... Because my biggest fear in the beginning was saying some wild-ish.
Yeah.
The first year that... I mean, I don't care anymore now, but like, the first year... Oh,
no, it wasn't a year. It wasn't a year. For me, okay, so I will say this. You was doing YouTube before this. Me being on there was like the first time I'd had ever been on YouTube. So at the beginning, I used to just like think like everything, like I thought like I could just pop shit like my real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what it was like 3 weeks after we did our first episode, we did the Murder Mook battle. And I was talking super greasy in it, and it got like 40,000 views, and that literally scared me. I was like, wait, you mean to tell me 40,000 people just saw me? Like, that's terrifying, because I'm like a person who goes outside, so I'm like, yo, like I could literally run into any of these people at a battle event any given day, and somebody just punch me from behind and me have like 100% not understand why. So that was like the moment that I learned. I was like, oh, okay.
It's crazy because, and we're going to get to Killshot and everything, but I just think that this is like a milestone because this is the last year marker, right? Because Kamikaze was one. That was the first one. Then Rap Devil was one. And then Killshot would be the last one, because then I would say after Killshot, I was pretty much solidified as, you know, like, of course I got bigger and bigger and bigger, but I was pretty much, people were starting to know who I am. But it's funny to think that a year ago, we were just like, man, let's just turn the camera on and just pop fly. Like, just talk about basically what we do every morning anyway. Yeah. So just record it and put it out. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting the podcast for this long. We took like a, 2-month break, or was it longer than that?
Oh, it was way longer. We didn't do a Munfu from January until literally, so almost 6 months.
Till we started a new page.
Yeah.
It was right around the time, because that's when I was dropping 3 videos a day.
Correct.
I've gone back to doing that. But then when I started doing 1 a day, and then throwing the music, and then taking when I drop a song, I can't drop it for 3 days. There's just no way we can be right.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it. So we just like took a break and just kind of seen what the best idea was to do, and doubled back, came back harder than ever. You feel me? Came back stronger than ever, you feel me?
I will say, though, it's like we didn't even miss a beat, though. The funny part about this Ricard Day shit of it is that it's almost as if so many people were waiting for it to come back. It didn't skip a beat. It started right where, because it was a gradual process. It was 100 views to we're going to happen when we got 100. Remember when we were happy when we got 150 views?
Yo, no, the first episode, I want to say we got like 300 views. And
no, not on this channel.
Yeah, the very first episode, I think we got 300 views on your channel. And I want to say it was 300. I don't know. I might be tripping.
I think you're tripping. We ain't hit like. Wasn't the first one we did that Nicki Minaj one?
The first one we did was a Nicki Minaj one, I think. But yeah, it was like popping though.
Nicki was the Barb was on my channel,
yeah,
with that strike, and I just had to depart my way from.
Yeah, no, because I said this before on Wax, but I'm not gonna hold you. There was nothing more irritating than literally the first couple of weeks us doing it and nothing in hip hop happening, and somebody called us the Nicki Minaj podcast, and that just made me never want to ever do anything Nicki Minaj related again.
See, I don't care if someone calls me a certain type of whatever. That's whatever.
Me either.
I only care if it's something like.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, like what? Like, dude, there was one person that with no exaggeration, he still probably thumbs down every video ever. Like,
shout out to that dude for just being a solid hater for a year.
Yo, I got a dude on my channel that's like that too. I'm not gonna say his name.
Shout out to the consistency, man.
But he has my notifications turned on my channel just so he can tell me F me every single one. I'm like,
efficient hater.
Definitely a supreme hater. I gotta respect his tussle.
Do you remember the Munfu about Killshot?
You know what's weird? Is I don't remember that one, but I remember all of the MGK stuff after. Because I remember doing like the Breakfast Club interview with MGK. I remember doing all that, and it was just like, it was just such a big time in hip hop, like for that kind of stuff. That I mean, those episodes were going crazy. Like,
yeah,
those are. I mean, I think one of them. I think the MGK Goes to Breakfast Club one did like 22K or something, like at the time, and like.
Oh, wait a minute! This isn't the last milestone. Big GP came after this, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Ben GP was like right around the time, right after Killshot dropped, like not too far after.
Couple of weeks. Ben GP one that I remember that was the one we did a day in advance because we got the leak Jones, and then we just had that ready. Oh man,
what crazy! It's just a funny, like I think it's a funny thing, like the way that because like. When we first did the first channel, I mean, like when we was doing it the first time, like everybody who was watching it knew you because it was on your channel. You know what I mean? Like on your channel, you uploading videos every day, but nobody really knew me because like I wasn't like in the cipher like that. Like people, if they knew me because of you, like meaning like like from the videos, you know. But then now it's like doing my own videos and stuff. I feel like when we come back, it's just like a whole different like vibe. It's funny though because it doesn't feel like we ever missed a beat. This sounds like we literally been doing like. It feels like huh?
I said no. It feels like we didn't take a break, but with I remember before Killshot dropped, cause remember it dropped it took like a while after Rap Devil for Killshot to drop where people started thinking it wasn't gonna drop.
It's 2 weeks, yeah.
And the main thing that I kept saying was M doesn't have to respond because I didn't think Rap Devil was that crazy as a diss track. I just didn't think it was. And I remember when Killshot dropped, here's what I'm saying. This time has to be documented, not even just for hip hop, but for YouTube, because it spawned a generation of people.
Yes.
Like whoever was like the new people that like for this whole year came off of this. Really. It was like it really just came off of this.
There's a lot of I mean, I don't want to name people just because I don't know if people are puss or not, but like I can name what happened.
You don't even have to.
No, I know, but I mean I can name off top a ton of people that the reason why they started popping on YouTube is 100% because of Kamikaze.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't mind saying that. I just don't want people to be puss. So like I just don't, I'd rather just not do that. But like, yeah, a lot of people were the new, because I don't think people understand, like before this, like there was a reaction community, but the reaction community wasn't like a popping thing. Like they were popping, but it was like a lot of older like people that had been doing reactions for a long time. There was no
there wasn't a lot of 100,000 view reaction channels.
Facts. It was more like now, like you can literally be a reaction channel that actually goes viral. Well,
let me say it again. Let me say it in a different way. Not there was 100,000 views, but they were from generations ago.
Correct. Like a lot of the people like popping up. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these people got their big influx of people from that Eminem era, like doing that, because there was a point in time where, I'm not gonna say that I don't know, but there was a point in time where majority of people doing reactions were not doing Eminem stuff, is what I'm saying, every day. That's a fact.
There was a Charles cameo for the episode.
You can't see it on my camera, but that's hilarious.
Oh.
But yeah, like overall though, it's just weird though. Like a lot of people spawn from the Eminem era of Killshot, and that.
Well, it's not even just reactors though. I'm saying that there are whole Eminem things. Not even that. There's just every platform.
Yes.
Covered it.
Yep.
Whether it was Vlad, Breakfast Club, and you could not get on the internet and not see somebody's take on it.
Even still to today. Like literally BET today. BET like will update and be like, 1 year ago, Killshot happened. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's lit.
Isn't that the biggest, highest viewed song on YouTube about Trippin'?
No. Definitely Trippin'.
Definitely the biggest diss track.
What's that song that Tekashi?
What record did it break? It broke a record.
I don't know.
Put in the comment section what record that Killshot broke. Because I know it broke a record.
Definitely broke a something. Definitely broke a the internet.
What do you think is the aftermath? I mean, I guess we've been talking about this all the time, but what's the aftermath? To me, the aftermath was more for MGK than it was for anything else.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about that. We talked about how, like, if it hurt him or not after the whole Rap Devil situation. But I would say after Killshot, I feel like Killshot itself just kind of solidified M, like, people, like, realizing that, oh, yeah, M can still rap. I think that was the thing. Because there was, let's keep it funky. There was a lot of people that was not feeling Kamikaze off top. There was a lot of people in hip-hop that were debating at the time, if Kamikaze was hot or not. Then, when Killshot came around, Killshot was like okay. So M still got it. Like, this is really what people were on. And I feel like a lot of people took that diss track and were like, oh, wow, this is one of the first times, like, we've gotten a diss track in a very long time from M. And especially at that type of level with who he was dissing and stuff like that, there was so much hype surrounding it. You know what I mean? That I don't know. I feel like it was monumental. I feel like it was super monumental, Nick.
No, but I don't think. Oh yeah, it affected him positively, but it didn't affect. It's crazy to think that it's been a year since that has happened. It's been a crazy year. And if you think about it, that album Kamikaze dominated, and Killshot dominated the entire year. It stayed in the conversation no matter what was going on. By some incarnation, whether it be a Lord Jamar beef, whether it be all of MGK shenanigans and fiascos where he's getting fights and jumping people and all this other stuff, whether it be the records it's breaking, whether it be Bad Meets Evil 2, he has stayed relevant in the conversation. And so has MGK, really.
Yes.
For like a solid year.
That's what I said about that. I was like, and it you know, it might not be the most positive things you always hear about him, but MGK has been brought up just as much as Eminem. When Eminem's name comes up,
go ahead.
When MGK's name comes up, so does Eminem's, and when Eminem's name comes up, so does MGK now.
I feel like there's a lot of things that MGK did this year that would not have been as big or people would not have cared of as much if Killshot didn't happen. I feel like that helped his movies and all that other stuff in a weird way.
I don't even think in a weird way. I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, overall, the thing is that it made MGK a person that people now, because that's what I was saying. I was like, you kind of have to tip your hat to the man, because at the end of the day, he was the only person that got on a record and responded to him. And it wasn't, I'm going to keep it, personally, I don't think Rap Devil was whack. A lot of people think it was surface level, and I don't disagree with it not being the most, like, he clearly didn't win, but, like, for a diss track, he did what he was supposed to do, I feel like, first round. I feel like he could have, what?
I feel more the issue was as a diss track, it wasn't hit.
It was all right. I mean, I will say this. I will say there was quotables. There was quotables.
I said like this. If I was going in to make a song and a producer sent me a beat pack, and that was a beat and Killshot was a beat, I would choose Rap Devil to make a song over every day. But it's just that for that situation, it didn't. I don't know. It might not have been the best move. It was a good step forward, but it wasn't enough. There were some bars in there that was just the weird beard to me. Was just like, why did you open up with that? That's so like you should have let your mans write your opening or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of things in there too that was just.
I mean, yeah,
stupid.
Yeah, but I think he did his thing. I think he did. I don't know, bro.
I feel like if you're gonna go and right, and you have all the years of things as ammunition to say, and that's what you come with, it's got to be a little disappointing. It's like it was rushed. It was rushed. Yeah, it was rushed. If he would have sat down and really thought about it, he could have really gave him some damage and stuff. Because what was he saying? Like, yeah, you're the GOAT. You're just studying encyclopedias, and I know what how he was trying to clown him with that, but it's just like it sounds like somebody who's not funny.
But I kind of think though that it was kind of like a Lord Jamar effect, where like he said what he said, but I don't think he expected him to respond. I don't think people really like thought that Eminem would like.
What is that?
Like he just dropped. Okay, like if this was MGK on an average day, yeah, maybe. Like meaning like Eminem doesn't drop an album, sure, but like if Eminem dropped an album and then I came out and dropped a diss track on him and put it on World Star, I wouldn't expect him to respond. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, but if you said his name, I mean, if he said your name on an album first and then you did it.
Yeah, but that's kind of like it's still him though. Like he might have said your name on an album. He didn't dedicate a song to you. That's two different things.
I get what you're saying. You don't think that he's gonna go jump out the window on you, but that doesn't have anything to do with my reaction on that video. I mean that song though.
What do you mean?
I thought it was what it was before there was any response. I was not that crazy impressed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it was all right.
Bed is wet.
I think it was all right. I'm not going to hold you. I don't think he even came close. But I think he, you know, did what he was supposed to do. I think if he was smart, he would have came back with a second one. Where then he would have and then went back to doing what he was doing. But I think MGK kind of wasn't in the best place after that.
You know what I feel like it kind of reminded me of? Tory Lanez versus Joyner, the first one, where Joyner comes in. I mean, Tory Lanez comes first and thinks he's testing. He's also that's the problem with going first, because if you're not gonna go full in, you're also checking the temperature as you're trying to diss him, which is weird because then it's like you're the only one with restrictions because. On both of those, it sounded like, okay, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to take it here. I don't want it to be this. But I do want to just like clown him and have fun with it. But that always almost sets you up for disaster. Because then the second person could just come in with a different type of energy and they can look at you.
I mean, I feel like it depends on, because the thing about going first is like, if you go first, I feel like the worst thing you can do is call it a diss track and make it solely about the person. That's where I feel like you make a mistake, because with Tory
Lanez, that's a
Lanez,
strategy to get away with it. I wouldn't say that all that. I say you could do that, but if you're gonna come first, you gotta go absolutely positively. There can't be any half stepping, and you gotta know what the temperature is. You can't jump in checking the temperature because you're gonna always lose. You almost could be a better rapper and lose doing that. You have to just. Because the worst case scenario is you go so crazy and so disrespectful and so foul, and then the other person tries to take the higher road and you win. That's worst case scenario. But if you go in there like, all right, I'm going to half punch, then you can't make up on round two because you're already down a round.
But I feel like the flip side of that, though, with your rap stamina is like, if you give a full, hard, blown-out diss the first one, then you might not have enough for your second one. So, and then when you're in a situation where you go first, you might be put in a position where you have to make 3 tracks. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's OD, but it can happen. So it's like, I feel like if you don't play that slick, then you start getting in like murky waters. I feel like your best bet if you're going to go first is throw shots in a song, and then see if the other person rebuttals, and then drop your fire. But I feel like if you drop like a full track, like this is the thing about Tory Lanez. The Tory Lanez versus, yeah, it is. But Tory Lanez versus Joyner, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, had that would have been 3 rounds, which it technically was, that's why Joyner got buried. Because Tory didn't just jump out the window the whole first one and not say nothing. So his second one, he had something to say. Then his third one, all he had to do with that little, Suge jump.
It worked out, in that aspect, kind of. But at the same time, it's not good to where Tory messed up is that first round changed the narrative. Like he let Joyner set the narrative. So there's some people are gonna look at it with a different bias because you already lost the first round and lost it pretty convincingly. So now it's like you're fighting uphill. So even if you win the second, it's almost like you just neutral now.
Right.
So you didn't really even hurt the other guy. It's still like, I say if you're gonna go in and it's diss track time, you just gotta jump out the window.
You gotta go hard. Yeah, you can never slack on a diss, man, and that's something that I feel like Eminem, and you can't ever go half-assed when it comes to going at him, because with whatever he's gonna come at you with is going to be everything in his clip. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know though.
Crazy year, man.
Let us know how you feel like Killshot did. What do you feel like Killshot did for the culture? You know what I mean? What you think? Let us know in the comments what you think. How you feeling? It's been a year. We just revisiting the topic. Liddy gang. You know what I mean?
Free smoke.
Listen, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Y'all been killing it. We appreciate that. Power to the people.
Subscribers, man. We're on the road to 600 pounds.
Chunky the stanky. To you shitty bitches. Peace.